Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. This will be your weekly reading for the week of March 29th through April 4th. And during that time, we have a waxing gibbous moon. We bring that energy in from last week, and that's a time for a deeper understanding and outlook, and a good time for us to show that we can be flexible and make adjustments in those things that we're working on for this cycle. We then have the full moon energy, and of course, the full moon's on April 2nd, but you might feel that energy the day before or even the day after. And that is heightened emotions, maybe feeling a little snappy and irritable. You might just have a lot of high energy. Maybe you have issues with your sleeping patterns. I know I do. So whatever that is a in whatever way that presents itself to you, it's a good time for us to practice patience and calm. We get that training every month. There must be a really good reason for it, right? That's what I think. Anyway, we then move into the waning gibbous energy, and that is a time of self-reflection and rebirth. It's back to work, but we're definitely making sure that we get rid of our bad habits and our negative thinking. We're just positively working on completing those things that we started during the new moon. So please keep those moon energies in mind as we move through the week. This will be an intuitive general reading for energies that you may or may not encounter, Capricorn. So, as always, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't on the table for someone else. And your overall message for this reading is you are very close to achieving your goal. Okay, let's see what the Capricorn Collective has going on for the week. As I'm shuffling the tarot, my fun weekly reminder for you this week is that you try to get yourself out into nature. So I know our weather has been crazy. It's been like, it'll be really warm, and then here comes the storms and the rain, and then it's cold. I guess the cold fronts come in, and then it's really warm again, and then we just do this cycle. I feel like we've been doing it for weeks now. But find those warm, nicer days. I know I was out one day and it was really hot. I can't believe I was like, there's sun on my skin. It's amazing. So we're getting towards summer. I don't know if you love summer as much as I do, but I really can't wait. It is my favorite season. I love it. I love it. I love it so much I want to marry it. Anyway, I hope you're getting through the winter and at least enjoying the spring. So anyway, get out in nature and enjoy it. It's just a good time to listen to the birds, listen to nature. And since it's a full moon, maybe you can get out at night and just look at that full moon, do a little sky gazing. So anyway, that's my fun weekly reminder. And I'll stop babbling and we'll get into this reading. So Capricorn, March 29th through April 4th. I could talk to you all day long. I really could. Let's see. You are very close to achieving your goal, Capricorn. And your present energy right now is the Strength card. So whatever is going on, you're strong enough to make it through. I love the Strength card. I love that it's an 8. I love the number 8. I love the infinity symbol over her head. I love everything that this card represents. Just a great card. Strength. You can do it. You're strong enough. Whatever it is going on. I mean, Capricorns that I know, you guys are very goal oriented and you are strong enough to do anything. I've seen Capricorns do amazing things. It's like, wow, okay, great. That's a lot. You accomplished it. So you're very close. And I'm not surprised that you're achieving a goal because this is how Capricorns operate. You guys are very unforgiving. When you set your mind to do something, you get out there and you do it. And you set those goals and those markers and bam, 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 you got it, bam, done. And you're off to the next thing. So I see it and it's appreciated. Your current situation right now is some sort of maybe creative project that's going on with you with this 3 of Pentacles. So a lot of times this card denotes something at work and something that can be, creative where you're working with other people, coming up with ideas, getting solutions for things in a creative way. So that could be, and it could be something that you're working on that is moving towards your goal. This could even be like a home renovation or something where you're working with a contractor or working with someone in the creative realm to get something accomplished because you have a goal, of course. At the root of your situation is you're a little stressed. Of course, you've got some anxious, sleepless nights. And maybe that's why you're at a tarot reading because you can't sleep. You're close to achieving your goal, Capricorn. Let's take a breath. Take a breath and relax. I mean, there's probably snags. No one can work as hard as you do. So just keep that in mind that not everyone is a Capricorn. but take a breath. If you know you're having sleepless nights over it, try to do those things at night. There's so many things out there that tell you how to get a better night's sleep. And it's to give yourself the time to really think about things that are stressing you, even if you're writing things down, and then to let them go so that you can crawl into bed and just have a really good night's sleep. Because sleep is that important to us. In your recent past, here is the Ten of Pentacles. I've seen this card a lot this week, especially in this, that it's maybe on your mind. And maybe it's just that time of year. It's kind of like we're all thinking about taxes. And if you're, a lot of times people are looking at their investments and moving things around at work, you're having those kind of meetings and that sort of thing. So it's on your mind. It's like your long-term wealth and security. So that's something that's on your mind, or it was on your mind, and you're kind of bringing that into this, like it's still on your mind. Don't let it be on your mind so much that it's stressing you out. One of these goals could be that you're, I don't know, I'm trying to make $1 million before a certain date and time or age. So just relax. You can get there. Just relax. It's a goal. What is on your mind this week is a little celebration. That's good. That'll get your mind off of it a little bit. I will also say, too, we have 2 3s on the table. So do look up, we'll see if we have other ones. Do look up angel number 33. I know I keep seeing 333. I saw it a few times today. But look up those angel numbers, because a lot of times there's something that's going on in your life and you need to see that number to get that message to you. So there it is. Maybe you're seeing it in other places as well. If you are, drop me a comment, of course, let me know. But here we are. Yeah, you're celebrating something. And again, if you're very close to achieving your goal, you need to maybe relax and let things happen. If you've put everything into motion, sometimes that's just all you can, just wait for the results to happen and cross your fingers and hope that they work out the way you wanted it to. What is just ahead of you is the Ace of Pentacles. So it looks like maybe some sort of financial reward is coming your way. Maybe that's why you're a little stressed. You're like, hey, like I said, if you have a goal, some financial goal that you're trying to hit, and you're stressing about it because maybe, you are very goal oriented. That's how you are. And when it's not there yet, it's a little stressful. So I'm going to say again, not everyone's a Capricorn. Things do happen in time, and you do have to allow things to happen and to move forward. What is in your advice position here? Oh, look, Ace of Swords, you've got the next idea already. Ace of Swords is about like an aha moment. You've got a mental breakthrough. This is having the next literal idea. It's like this thing hasn't even wrapped up, and you're like, and now for my next trick, I will be, and you've got another idea already. So maybe take a little time to just enjoy a little bit, enjoy life a little bit before you're on to the next thing. I'm just feeling this intensity, like, oh, it's exhausting. So take a breather a little bit. It's wearing me out. All right. What is beyond your control, Capricorn? Is, of course, that you would nurture some new thing. Okay. Some new thing that you love. You've got passion. You've got the intellect to do it. The money's behind it. Literally, as the cards are on the table, the money will come in if you could do this thing. And look at you already. It's like you can't even finish the one thing before the next goal presents itself. So, again, take a breather. What is your secret desire? What are you trying to avoid? Is the King of Wands. So I doubt if you as a Capricorn are trying to avoid being all knowledgeable about this new thing. You've already ordered the books on Amazon. You're already reading and like, oh, this is a great idea. Who else has done it? You're already watching lectures and you're gathering information and you're setting up meetings to talk to that. You're already on it. I can feel it. Again, take a little breather. What's your outcome here, Capricorn? You against the world, as usual. So I'm gonna have to see, do I have any current Capricorns in my life right now? Um, yeah, you're getting things done. It's like, what's the, I want to say, like, kicking butt and taking names. That's just what you're doing right now, and that's great. What is hidden from you this week, Capricorn? Is the King of Cups. So not really in control of our emotions this week. There might be, you're very strong, you've got this going on, your emotions look at you, you go from like, oh my, this is never going to happen, to all the wide range in between. So if ever, the card that is hidden many times is kind of a little warning, like, hey, let's take stock of these emotions, let's feel them, let's not go from 0 here to 100. Feel those emotions in between, look around, and notice the emotions of the people around you as well, since it's the kings. Are you stepping on toes somewhere? Are you hurting feelings that you're not even sure that you're doing, because you're just plowing through? You're plowing through on this goal, trying to get it done, trying to get to the money, trying to get to the next idea, right? And trying to learn the next thing. Take a breath. Notice people around you, Capricorn. You guys have a tendency to be a little bit unforgiving. Maybe be a little more forgiving this week. That's my advice to you. I don't think you'll take it, but I'm going to say it anyway. All right, let's get a final word here from the Soul Oracle deck. Final message for Capricorn, who is literally just on it. Just on it. Forgive and forget. Wow, I just said unforgiving. Forgive and forget. There's probably, you're stressing because if someone around you didn't do a thing that needed to be done, and you're just, I could just feel it. Just, again, they're not a Capricorn. You do have to take other people's ways of doing things and ways of being into account sometimes. Um, I'm a Leo, and I have trouble doing this too. It's something that I work on. So Capricorn, the same way. You have to be forgiving. You have to understand that not everyone is you. And it's hard. Believe me, I know. It's funny because one of my sons is a Leo also. And we do things, we're so much the same. It is just ridiculous. No, and it's funny because we're both like, well, obviously we're right, and we have the same answers about a lot of the same things. So, Capricorn would fit nicely into anything we were doing together. But unless you had a different way of doing it, and then you would just plow right through us and hurt our feelings. So, which is kind of hard to do. But just saying, forgive and forget. Don't be so unforgiving, and take a breather. Take a little breather. I know the next thing's brewing, but take a little breather. Look around. Again, get out in nature, enjoy life a little bit. All right, your wisdom or self-care card is what I was trying to say, from the self-care wisdom deck, is the card called Friend. Be as good a friend to yourself as you are to others. Okay, that's good advice too. Forgive and forget, and be nice to yourself. You can give yourself this little bit of a break. I mean, again, I'm feeling the stress of this reading. I'm feeling this stress. This is why you can't sleep stress. So make sure you're taking care of yourself, Capricorn. Take care of yourself like you would a friend, right? Thank you so much for being here. If there's something that you have a question on, of course, drop me a comment down below. Or if this resonates, you can drop me a comment and let me know how. I'm sure it's different for different Capricorns on what you're working on, but you're very close to achieving that goal. Give yourself a little bit of a break before you're off and running on the next project, Capricorn. So thanks so much for being here. Also, if you like my reading style, hitting like and subscribe really helps me hit my goals. So I appreciate that so much. Thanks again, and I will see you next time, Capricorn. Bye-bye.